My people, so right now, only sisters are trying to tell us that it is family over everything. Yes, no matter what happens, they would always choose family. And right now, no, whatever these women are doing, they deserve their brother's trust. So we would not be quick to judge them for taking sides because only sisters are proven to us over time that they are the most undecisive human beings we have seen on earth. Yes, they are the most persons who are so undecisive, and no matter what happens, decisions keeps choking them. Yes, decisions keeps choking them to make, because all of those times they tangled with their Miriams, took bribes and other things that made it look like they were quite they didn't know what they were up to, were the most hilarious moments we ever had. But right now, as we speak, these women have taken a very drastic move. And what they have done, it is indeed a thing that the Oni will forever appreciate. So, in essence, so what are we talking about? We're talking about the fact that the Oni sisters have taken a move of protecting Olori Naomi from Miriam and Toby Phillips. You all should have known by now how desperate it is for Miriam and Toby Phillips to remain in the palace, because all they have been doing since Oni ordered the lockdown of the Olori quarters, it has just proved desperation. It has just proved how these women can't rest. It has just proved a whole lot of things. And right now, it has gotten to that singular point where we cannot just overlook the same way the Oni sisters are not overlooking it. So right now, my people, as it dey take happen fresh like so, na so the Oni sisters they have taken a measure of sending DSS to guide Olori Naomi's church. Remember, Olori Tobi Phillips stormed that church some time ago. She even caused Olori Naomi lay curses on her and her members. Shortly, we heard of how she started going after Olori Naomi again to go make some confession. So that church has seen like a public entrance for them over time, and the only sisters are not finding it funny. The other time we heard how Miriam was also there, and all of these things happening occasionally, and then Ronke will go, this person will go. So all these sisters now are looking at it in a direction that Olori Naomi needs to be under 247 surveillance to prevent any single thing or whatsoever it is that these women might have to execute against her. And that is exactly what they're doing now. So what they're doing is they have taken a step of getting DSS to protect Olori Naomi. Believe me or not, these women are doing exactly what they only ought to have done. Yes, they are doing what the Oni would have done a long time ago, because the Oni himself have seen the truth coming from these women. The Oni himself have seen it all, that these women are capable of any single thing at all. So no matter what happens, no matter what goes down, the Oni knows, the Oni is aware, and the Oni in one way or the other is not ignorant of the capabilities of his wives. So for him to even have them leave the palace, then he would clinch and live with Naomi, is a proof that he knows exactly what these women are up to. So no matter what happens now, Oni is not in any way ignorant of it. And that is exactly the part that the Oni sisters are trying to prove to everybody right now. Because remember when Toby bought gift to go see Olori Naomi in Lagos, it was an attempt to cover up whatsoever it is that she felt Naomi might have had against her, because she felt, in fact, not just her, all the Oloris, they now know that Naomi is very soft at heart. Yes, Naomi is very soft at heart, and no matter what happens, Naomi is just this kind person that once you guys get over a thing, she lets it go. She doesn't have an issue with you again. It is just over with her. And because of that singular reason, they keep on pushing, they keep on doing it. In fact, they keep on doing it repeatedly, a whole lot of things that does not really make sense. But to them, they make a whole lot of sense. So right now, as it is, that we are seeing, like, so my people, it don't turn the point in which Olori only sisters would look out for the well-being of Olori Naomi. The last time we were speaking of how Ooni sisters are undecisive, they don't have sides, they are always taking bribes and all of those things. But today, the Oni sisters have proven to us how much of a better persons they have become, how much of good persons they have, all of a sudden become. And this is nice. The last time when they went shopping, they got all manner of things, and Naomi will come back into the palace and she will be needing as an Olori, in fact, the a wife to the king in the palace. Everybody say, this one might be show off. Oh. Yes, it might be show off because these women, they don't, in fact, all their stuff is just one way. They do it today, tomorrow it's off, and all of those things. So, my people, right now, so the whole matter can't take be because the own sisters have seen threat and they have reacted based on the threat, and everybody is giving them kudos for that singular act they have done. Yes, these women have proven to us that no matter what, family over anything. Yes, it's always family, because all those times that these women these stuffs that the only did not like, it was just a proof that they were being human. But you cannot be human over your own brother. Yes, and then at some point, to a very large extent, people began to draw conclusions that these women did not even care about their brother's well-being, his mental health, or any single thing that concerns him, because at that point it became so evident that the money was their concern. Yes, the money they were getting from their Miriam through all the bribes and the rest was a top concern, and what their brother feels or what becomes of their brother as a result of all of these things was none of their concern. And just because of these things, it became so bad. People following too had so much deep concern and all of these things that why would these women be even behaving like this? Everybody was quite concerned. But as it is right now, and from what we are seeing, what we are following, and what we are perceiving, my people, get as this matter take be right now. The Oni sisters have done just exactly what the Oni ought to have done a long time ago. The moment Olori Naomi left the palace and was going back to Akure to go, finalize one or two things before she officially returns back into the palace, because all the congratulations coming in were indeed a good thing. But Naomi ought to return back into the palace in a proper manner. And then, it was also nice. But right now, it is not just a thing that we could just overlook like that. It has become a thing that the Oni sisters have taken action. And with this singular fact, everybody is so happy with this very action they have taken. And then there's something that the Oni would have done himself.